This is Nightline. Tonight, flock camera controversy. They've helped catch an alleged serial killer.
The cold-blooded manner in which he walks up and shoots this individual without any hesitation.
Put your hands up!
And even led to this dramatic rescue of 2 kidnapped children. But they've also been misused.
This former police officer was arrested for allegedly using flock cameras to track her boyfriend's ex-wife.
Now these cameras are being cut down, spray painted, vandalized. Tonight, inside the contentious issue at the heart of fiery town halls. Plus, the latest in the Clancy murder trial.
Lindsay was struggling. We were all very concerned.
Clancy's former mother-in-law on the witness stand today. What she said Lindsay told her about being terrified just weeks before killing her 3 children, while she says she was suffering from postpartum psychosis.
She was begging for help.
And Monsters of God. Wild, dangerous, and the shocking, the shadowy underworld of exotic reptile trade brought to light.
Are you rolling the dice? I'm not rolling the dice. I know what the hell I'm doing.
The creator of Tiger King, now diving in with the royalty of the reptile world.
People fear them, but yet you're so fascinated by them. Why?
Plus, Kristen Bell wows the Savannah Bananas crowd with a dirty dancing send-up. Has the time of her life. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, the growing controversy over flock cameras. To those little license plate readers popping up everywhere, helping police track down fugitives and criminals, even find missing children. But a growing number of law-abiding citizens say they don't want their every move monitored, and they're fighting back. Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky.
From being cut down in Texas to covered up in Minnesota, automated license plate readers made by Flock are being targeted and vandalized.
1, 2, 3, 4! No flock anymore!
In Lansing, Michigan, calls to rid the city of the cameras.
5, 6, 7, 8! No more surveillance!
Those calls are echoing across the country.
The controversial license plate readers now on the radar of Columbus City Council.
You do make mistakes, and you definitely made a big one with these cameras. And all I got to say is, fix it. You work for us. We don't work for you.
We are sick and tired of being watched.
Some communities are debating the use of these flock cameras that store data for police to search.
That this isn't just something that is a Democrat or a Republican issue. This is something that is a full spectrum political issue. I think that nobody likes the idea of mass surveillance in their communities.
Flock cameras basically are stationary license plate readers. A fairly high quality camera in that it'll even pick up blemishes in the car, like dents, broken light, cracked windshield.
No matter where you go, chances are you're going to be caught on camera.
You have no expectation of privacy in the public. The estimates are there are something like 85 million cameras in this country. They capture you all the time anyway.
There are about 120,000 flock cameras deployed across 49 states, a resource law enforcement officials say makes streets safer.
Everyone deserves the right to be safe, and it should be known that if you commit a crime in America, you will be held accountable.
We have found missing children. We found people that have suffered from dementia that have walked away from their homes. It is a tool to be able to make sure that we're able to save lives.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
Just this week in Atlanta, a dramatic rescue after police say flock data helped them pinpoint the location of 2 kidnapped children.
I can tell you in Farmington, in the last 10 months, we've had 3 homicides. This LPR has played a critical role in all 3 of those homicides in solving.
After a fatal home invasion in Connecticut, authorities credited flock cameras for helping them track down one of the suspects.
This technology was extremely important. It was vital to develop evidence in this case.
A suspected serial killer accused of killing 4 people in Los Angeles, captured after flock cameras triggered an alert.
The individual responsible for these horrific crimes was found, caught, and will now be held accountable.
We helped in over 1 million crimes last year, over 10,000 missing people. And if we zoom in into the last 30 days, over 1,125 missing people detected, over 22,000 stolen cars. The impact is tremendous.
While Flock says it has built-in safeguards to flag unintended use, at least 50 incidents of officers allegedly misusing the data collected is adding fuel to the fire for critics.
This North Carolina police officer arrested for allegedly using it to track her boyfriend's ex-wife.
4 police officers and 2 civilian employees now terminated from the Savannah Police Department after an internal investigation into flock camera misuse.
The alleged misconduct involves conducting non-law enforcement related searches on personal acquaintances and family members.
More than 50 cities and counties have suspended their use of flock cameras so far this year. Even Los Angeles, the second largest city in the nation, has asked the LAPD to stop using Flock.
The LAPD had to make a difficult decision of continuing, in this case discontinuing, using Flock services until we can get those data privacy, security, and sharing concerns ironed out.
Just because you don't have anything to hide doesn't mean that you want it all out there all the time. And I would just like to be able to live in peace without constantly looking over my shoulder for cameras.
Why are people so concerned with your technology?
I think the conversation is worth having, right? We believe in a future where public safety and privacy can coexist. The debate is real, but we shouldn't forget that safety is also a fundamental right.
We don't deny the benefits to it, but we also can't deny the downfalls that we've seen, not just here in Rhode Island, but across the country.
Jose Batista's client, Eva Pizzarelli, filed a lawsuit against local officials in Rhode Island, alleging officers unlawfully arrested her after using a flock camera photo to misidentify her as a suspect in a reckless driving case.
Eva not only was arrested in custody for over 6 hours, she ultimately ends up being prosecuted for this crime. She had to go to court 11 separate times and had her license suspended unnecessarily and caused a whole host of disruption, interruption, and trauma in her life.
According to the police report, the detective compared the flock photo of the errant driver to Pizzarelli's license and concluded the two matched. The ACLU is now urging Cumberland County to halt the use of flock cameras, writing in a letter, the technology's danger is exponentially increased when expanded to take photos of people as well. Just as disturbing is the fact that no mention was made about this capability when the cameras were approved for purchase. Nearly 7 months after that incident, all charges against Pizzarelli were dismissed. In court filings, an attorney for the defendants denies the allegation that officers unlawfully arrested and detained her.
Whether it be the internet a generation ago or AI now, whatever new development it is we have in technology is wonderful, but we need to make sure that it's complying with the law, that it's respecting our citizens and their privacy, and ultimately does not do more harm than good.
As we continue to evolve as a business, as we continue to grow in our response, we want to continue to push privacy forward too.
Amid all this public scrutiny, Flock has taken steps to roll back some of its initial policies. Instead of 30 days, Flock now recommends data be kept for 7 days. Officers will now be required to label every search with a criminal case number, and any abnormal search activities will automatically lock out the user.
In my professional opinion, the good definitely outweighs the bad. This is all about informing people and educating them about what Flock actually does.
Our thanks to Aaron. We turn now to the trial continuing to capture the attention of much of America. Lindsay Clancy, the Massachusetts mother of 3, accused of murdering her 3 children, claiming she was suffering from postpartum psychosis. Her mother-in-law on the witness stand today. What she told the courtroom about her daughter-in-law. Tonight, Lindsay Clancy's former mother-in-law testified the young mother was begging for help in the weeks before she strangled her 3 children in the basement and jumped from a second-floor window, leaving her paralyzed.
Lindsay was struggling. We were all very concerned.
Susan Clancy described her daughter-in-law as nurturing, loving, a wonderful mother who confided that she had insomnia, was losing her appetite, and was growing anxious and sad.
Did you find that Lindsay was interested at all times in trying to get better and see doctors?
Very much so. She was begging for help.
Prosecutors questioned whether Lindsay Clancy was really in such distress.
Did the kids come to stay at your house overnight so that she could get some sleep?
No, they didn't.
A psychologist who evaluated Lindsay Clancy after she killed the children and tried to kill herself described a phone call she made to her husband from a hospital bed.
She had said that she heard a male voice ordering her, telling her that she didn't have any choice, but she had to kill her children and then kill herself.
But prosecutors argue Lindsay Clancy knew what she was doing and carefully planned the killings. If convicted, Clancy faces life in prison. If she's acquitted, she will be committed to a psychiatric hospital for treatment. We will continue to follow this trial closely as it proceeds. And now a look ahead at tomorrow's show. The battle over the baby at the center of a surrogacy scandal, and why the woman who carried him is now trying to get custody. And when we come back, the creator of the controversial Tiger King is back, diving into the illicit, sometimes deadly world of exotic reptiles. Welcome back. The creator of the dramatic and controversial Tiger King, now bringing the world of exotic reptile smuggling to the screen. Here's ABC's Linsey Davis.
Oh. How many people do this, Al?
Nobody.
Nobody. Are you rolling the dice?
I'm not rolling the dice. I know what the hell I'm doing.
Dangerous reptiles and the humans wild enough to wrangle them.
Yeah, I think you can put them back.
This is the wild world of selling, breeding, and collecting exotic and sometimes illegal animals in the U.S.
How to get Komodos into the United States. I just happen to say, if you were to ship in boxes of 100 water monitors, hatchlings, so they were like 4 to 6 inches long, and you have a baby Komodo dragon, and you ship them in, you'd have to be an expert at Fish and Wildlife to open up a box of them and go, that's not a water monitor, that's a Komodo dragon.
Eric Good has spent years on the trail of the exotic animal trade, driven by a love of all creatures that crawl and slither, snakes in particular. For many, the stuff of nightmares. The devil personified in the book of Genesis.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Indiana Jones's biggest fear in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And a fellow passenger from hell in Snakes on a Plane.
I have had it with these snakes on this plane.
Snakes in particular often get a bad rap. People fear them, but yet you're so fascinated by them. Why?
Snakes are misunderstood. They're vilified wrongly. They're really important animals in the ecosystem, and we should love snakes.
Now, Eric directed Monsters of God, a new HBO docuseries that takes us inside the shadowy world of exotic reptile smugglers and the obsession that drives them. He's the man behind Netflix's Tiger King.
It's not every day that a zookeeper went to prison for murder for hire.
The series, a massive hit, spawning internet memes and reaching 34 million unique U.S. viewers in its first 10 days when it premiered on Netflix. And Chimp Crazy, exploring the bizarre U.S. subculture of people who obsessively dote on pet chimpanzees.
There is this culture of almost entirely women who raise chimpanzees and monkeys as if they're babies.
There is nothing like holding, loving, being around a chimp.
But really, to make a story, whether it's Tiger King or Chimp Crazy, you really need to find a story, and you need to find interesting characters along the way to tell that story. And so this one was more challenging, and I had to go much deeper into sort of investigative journalist kind of work to tell the story.
Good's investigation takes him into the world of exotic animal traders. They buy rare snakes and lizards from around the world, selling them to zoos or wealthy private buyers.
As I got older, I worked for places that had reptiles, and I learned how to do shows, wrestling alligators and milking venomous snakes for the public, you know.
How deadly is this king cobra?
Well, you would certainly die.
I started to sell a few things on the side, and it got so big so quick. That's how I began.
Tommy Crutchfield rose to fame in the 1980s and 90s as a reptile dealer. In 1999, he pleaded guilty to 7 felony counts involving smuggling and illegal wildlife trafficking and was sentenced to 30 months in prison.
They know the difference in your handed food. Now, my hand smells like that chicken. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Come here, bud.
Tommy, be careful.
See?
Careful.
See him get interested? You see his nictitating membrane? He's thinking, see? He's seeing the world through his tongue.
Tommy, you're the lizard whisperer.
And at the top of the collector's wish list, reptiles so rare, they're virtually impossible to get your hands on.
At that time, the rarest of the rare had become the Fiji Island iguana.
Fiji Island iguana is reptile magic.
Absolutely incredible, beautiful animal. Beautiful, beautiful.
Lime green and pale blue crossbands on the males. It's got lemon highlights on its lips. It's got this beautiful eye. It's got these long, sharp nails. They're magnificent creatures.
You can't have them in the United States, so if they did come in the United States, they were like getting the Mona Lisa.
You interview 2 people who are well-known smugglers in this industry, and I'm curious if they expressed any remorse for their actions.
Oh, wow, that's a good question. Yeah, some of them do. They're a product of their environment. They found themselves having that role in life, being a reptile dealer. And I did interview some people that really were saddened by the sort of the casualties along the way selling reptiles.
Monsters of God ultimately shines a light on the welfare of exotic animals and how behind the glamour of the trade, their exploitation can help drive species toward extinction.
Overall, ideally like your viewer to take away?
That there are so many endangered species out there, and especially reptiles. Turtles and tortoises are one of the most endangered groups of vertebrates on the planet. So just be aware that, you know, one day you'll wake up and these things won't be around. I want the next generation and the next generation to enjoy reptiles and be able to have a pet chameleon or a leopard gecko or a bearded dragon.
Our thanks to Lindsay. The HBO original 5-part documentary series, Monsters of God, airs Thursday on HBO and HBO Max. When we come back, actor and singer Kristen Bell has the time of her life with the Savannah Bananas. Finally, Kristen Bell has the time of her life on the baseball field. It's tonight's Nightlight. The Emmy-nominated actor and singer surprised the Savannah Bananas fans in Denver, hitting the field for a little musical interlude. Bell, who is the voice of Anna in Disney's Frozen,
For the first time in forever, I'll be dancing through the night.
capped off her medley with a throwback belting out, "I've had the time of my life," from Dirty Dancing, including that unforgettable dance move. And fans went wild. And that's Nightline for this evening. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.